Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum first year. Hope you all are doing well. This is your English teacher Aisha here. In today's lecture, we will be talking about poem number 20 from your Intermediate English Book 3. The title of the poem is In Broken Images, written by Robert Graves. Robert Graves was an English poet, novelist, critic, and classical scholar. He was also a soldier during the First World War. His poetry after the war had more deeper meaning because it contained his experiences and difficulties that he faced during the First World War. He has more than 140 literary works to his credit. So now come to the title of the poem, that is In Broken Images. Broken means unclear, images means ideas, unclear ideas या बिखरे हुए टूटे हुए तसव्वुरात. In this poem, the poet is comparing or contrasting two different types of people having two different state of minds, having two different ways of thinking. This is basically the reflection of human psychology, how people differ from each other, how people analyze and understand things differently. The poet has used the pronouns of he and I to describe two different types of people. Now I will read the first 4 lines of the poem, tell you the meanings of the difficult words, and then explain them for you. He is quick thinking in clear images. I am slow thinking in broken images. He becomes dull trusting his clear images. I become sharp mistrusting my broken images. Quick means fast, tez. Dull means inactive, sust. Trusting, believing. एतमाद करना, एतबार करना. Sharp, तेज. Mistrusting, not believing, not trusting anything. So in these 4 lines, the poet is talking about two different ways of thinking. There are two different types of people. One type of people are quick. They think in very clear ideas. They just accept the ideas with all their clarity. They do not question those ideas. But the other type of people are slow in their thinking, as they do not accept the clear ideas. They break the ideas, they question the ideas, they analyze those ideas. So the one type of the people become dull, inactive, as they do not question, as they do not analyze the things or facts that comes in front of them. That's why they become dull. But the other type of people who question the things, who mistrust the things, become sharp as they use their brains. तो दो तरह के लोग हैं. एक वो हैं जो कि दुनिया को, चीज़ों को बहुत सिंपल वे में देखते हैं. वो चीज़ों को एज इट इज़ एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं, उनके बारे में क्वेश्चन नहीं करते, आइडियाज़ को ब्रेक करके उनको डिफरेंट तरीके से एनालाइज नहीं करते. वो अनसाइंटिफिकली वे अपनाते हैं. जो तरीके से जिस तरीके से चीज़ उनके सामने आती है उसको एज इट इज़ एक्सेप्ट करते जाते हैं. जबकि जो दूसरी किस्म के लोग हैं वो एज इट इज़ थॉट या आइडिया को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते, बल्कि उसको मिसट्रस्ट करते हैं और उसको मज़ीद डीपली सोचने की कोशिश करते हैं. Now I will read the next 4 lines. Trusting his images, he assumes their relevance. Mistrusting my images, I question their relevance. Relevance means appropriateness, मुनासबत. Assumes, फर्ज करना. Assuming their relevance, he assumes the facts. Questioning their relevance, I question the facts. Now the poet is saying that when a person trusts his images, trust his ideas as they come to his mind without questioning them, without accepting, without being skeptic about them, he just accept them, he just accept their relevance, their appropriateness. जो आइडिया उनके दिमाग में तसव्वुर जिस तरह आया या जो आइडिया उनको जिस तरह से दिया गया वो उन्होंने एज इट इज़ एक्सेप्ट कर लिया. But the second kind of people question the idea, whether it's right or wrong. They logically, critically analyze that idea, whether it's right or wrong. So one type of people accept the idea, so they accept the fact. Fact means reality, हकीकत. वो हकीकत को as it is accept कर लेते हैं. दूसरी किस्म के जो लोग हैं उसके बारे में सवाल करते हैं, उसके बारे में तनकीद करते हैं, उसके प्रोज एंड कॉन्स देखते हैं और फिर उसको क्वेश्चन करते हैं उस हकीकत को कि क्या वो सही है भी या नहीं. ब्लाइंडली उस चीज़ को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते. Now the next 4 lines. When the facts fails him, he question his senses. When the facts fails me, I approve my senses. He continues quick and dull in his clear images. I continue slow and sharp in my broken images. अब जब एक तरह के लोगों ने फैक्ट्स को, हकीकत को एज इट इज़ कबूल कर लिया, जैसे वो उनके सामने आई, जैसे तसव्वुर उनके दिमाग में आया, बग़ैर उसके बारे में सवाल किए, बग़ैर उसको एनालाइज़ किए, बग़ैर उसके बारे में एविडेंस ढूंढे, तो वो क्या है, वो उनको जब एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं और आफ्टर सम टाइम व्हेन दे कम टू द कंक्लूजन एंड दे फाइंड आउट दैट द फैक्ट वाज रॉन्ग, दे जस्ट क्वेश्चन देयर सेंसेस. वो अपनी सेंसेस को क्वेश्चन कर लेते हैं. वो सोचने लगते हैं कि मे बी दे डू नॉट हैव द एबिलिटी और कैपेबिलिटी ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग थिंग्स. दे एक्चुअली क्वेश्चन देयर एबिलिटीज ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग थिंग्स. But the second type of people who were questioning the things from the beginning, when they find out that facts were not right and the facts fails them, they approve their senses, as they did not believe in everything blindly. They were first when the first hand knowledge came to them, they were questioning that knowledge. As a result, what happens? The person who was quick and dull in the beginning remains quick and dull, quick in accepting the facts and dull in not in using his brain. वो अपना दिमाग इस्तेमाल नहीं करता, सिर्फ चीज़ों को क्विकली एज इट इज़ एक्सेप्ट करता जाता है. जबकि दूसरा इंसान जो कि स्लो है, ऑल्दो ही इज़ स्लो इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड एक्सेप्टिंग थिंग्स, बट ही इज़ शार्प बिकॉज ही एनालाइज थिंग्स. हिज माइंड इज़ ऑलवेज वर्किंग ऑन द relevance and appropriateness of the things. Now the last 2 lines of the poem. He in a new confusion of his understanding, I in a new understanding of my confusion. But when the conclusion comes to these two people, the two different types of people having different ways of thinking, one type of people who had accept the facts as it is becomes confused in the end, because when they find out that their understanding was not as appropriate as they thought, they becomes confused. And other type of people who were questioning, who were thinking logically, they understand their confusion as they approve their confusion, because they did not accept the facts in the very first place. So the whole poem is talking about one single idea. The poet is basically wanting us to be inquisitive in our life, to be curious about things, to inquire about the facts, the knowledge that comes to us. Same is the teaching of Islam. कुरान पाक में बहुत सारी जगहों पे आपको मिलता है कि गौर व फिक्र करके चीज़ों को जाने और पहचाने. You just don't believe in things blindly. You can question them. You should understand them logically, analyze them critically, and then accept them. This was it for this poem. Now we will discuss the question and answer. I want you again to read the theme of the poem, and I also want you to write the explanations of the lines in your own words. Now the question answers: what is the state of two persons, one who trusts clear images and the other who mistrust the broken images? The one who trusts his images is in a confusion of his understanding, and the one who doesn't trust his images is in an understanding of his confusion. Basically, the questions related to most of the poems are open ended. You can answer them in any of the ways you want. I just give you a guess or an appropriate or a possible answer. This is not the final answer. आप लोग इसमें कुछ भी चेंजिंग्स कर सकते हैं according to your understanding of the poem. Why does a person question his senses when the facts fail him? Because this person believes his senses as he doesn't analyze the things, he just believes in his senses and accept the facts in the simple way. And when these facts fails him, he question his senses. Who is in a new confusion of his understanding? The person who does not analyze things, who does not think critically, is in a new confusion of his understanding. What is the moral lesson of the poem? The moral lesson of the poem is the poet wants us to be inquisitive in our thinking, in our understanding of the ideas around us. We should not believe in everything, in all the images and ideas around us blindly. We should think logically and analytically to develop our understanding about those images. Rewrite the poem in past tense. This is just a very interesting activity for you people. You just have to rewrite the poem and change the tense into past. Paraphrase the first 4 lines of the poem in your own words. I have already paraphrased the lines. Now it's your homework to write it and get it checked by me. What conclusion does the poet derive in the last 2 lines of the poem? Write in detail. You don't need to write the conclusion in detail, as the question in your exams is just of 2 marks. So the conclusion that poet derives is that the person who doesn't think logically, who doesn't question the facts, becomes confused about his understandings and about his conclusions. And the person who thinks logically, who thinks scientifically, also understands his confusion. This is the concluding lines. This is the explanation of the concluding lines. So class, this was it for today. Inshallah, we will meet tomorrow with our new lecture. Allah Hafiz.